Possible to not tolerate anymore and say I'm leaving, walking out.
Greetings everybody, my name is Simon Okelo. I'm the founder and executive director of One Vibe Africa. You are watching Diaspora Connect. This is a video series that we've been producing here in Seattle at Cafe Abari, which is located on Rainier and Holy. I'm really honored to be sitting here with Abari Charles. Abari Charles?
Yeah.
Can you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, my name is Abari Charles. I'm South Sudanese. And I was born in Kenya actually, but my family moved to the U.S. when I was around 5. Then I lived in North Dakota. Then I moved over here for university and things like that. I'm really engaged and interested in the community and just being around other Africans. I grew up with just always feeling like I was in Africa even though I was in America. Like my mom always kept our traditions and our cultures, and I always grew up like that. So coming to Seattle and not seeing that or not being around that was really different for me. And you know, with my name Abari, everybody knows that you're not American right away, so they know you're African. But when you're around other Africans, they make you feel at home. And so yeah, that's what I kind of searched for, I guess, a lot while living here in Seattle.
Excellent, excellent. Man, you are the president of African Youth Coalition.
Correct.
What do you guys do?
So the African Youth Coalition focuses on being an umbrella for all African youth organizations here in Seattle, Washington. So once a month we provide a workshop or an event that brings in all the Africans just to come together, just to show that we're a community, that we're here, because we believe that unity is power. So being able to have everybody come together and focus on either it's about voting or the importance of voting, or just like a bonding experience is something that's very important to all of us. We come from different universities, from the University of Washington, Seattle U, from Seattle Central, Bellevue. So we all just come together, all different areas of Africa.
So any student of African descent can join the Africa Youth Coalition?
Correct.
How can they connect with you guys?
So they can connect with us on Instagram, on Facebook, or they can just go to their ASA, let us know. We're connected with some of the leaders on the African Student Associations in their universities, and if they're not, we'll reach out to them as well. So definitely connect with them.
Well, it's really clear. It's clear that you are an empowered type of woman, you know. My mom was a second wife in a polygamist marriage, so she had to be very strong to take care of me and many siblings that I have. And she also started an orphanage home that One Vibe is an offshoot of that organization. It's called Young Generation Center. So in Kenya, One Vibe is physically located inside Young Generation Center. So we took this orphanage home and transformed it. Since 2013, all the proceeds from our events, including this event tonight, goes towards running this space in Kenya. Now, what does empowerment mean to you?
Empowerment. Oh, that's a good question. I guess to be able to empower somebody is to be able to give them that confidence in order to encourage them to take action. I think empowerment is more than just inspiring somebody, but to show them that they can do it and show them the ways that they can do it as well.
Yeah, excellent. Now, it's clear that you're also, thriving and making moves here in Seattle.
I try. I try.
How are you doing it? How can other girls, other young African girls, do what you're doing? Become a president of a coalition, sit with Simon for an interview.
Yes, I'm so lucky, honestly.
And most of all, you're very aggressive. Tonight could have not happened if you and I didn't talk like 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
Yeah, she came over and she was like, I want us to collaborate. I want us to do something together. And then I asked her what. Then she was like, this dinner. So, I just want you to speak to that a little bit. Like, where do you get the guts and the energy to just face people and say, this is what I want?
I think it takes two things, passion and time management.
Yeah.
I'm truly passionate about Africans and Africa as a whole. I really believe that we can come together, and that is not derived just in my culture of being Sudanese, but it's the fact that I just don't see it often, and I want to see it. And I've always been told, at least by my parents, that I can accomplish anything.
Yeah.
My uncles were like, if you want it, go get it. Like, we're not going to help you, we're just going to watch you, and so you have to learn how to do it. So I was always taught to like learn to talk to the president, because at the end of the day, he's still a human being. And then time management. I have a planner, working with school and work and things like that, figuring out how to manage everything has been a big focus.
Now, I worked in South Sudan for 3 years.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and the Luo people came from South Sudan. We still have. I went up to the place where we came from.
Wow.
Yeah. So now, right now, Riek Machar and
Here.
the president
President
here, Mayardit.
Yeah.
They've just come together, and there is hope, and there is a lot of optimism.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'm so happy. I think for a lot of the South Sudanese here,
Yeah.
we just know it's our time to come back. Like now that they're having peace, and we don't know if it's for sure, we just know that this is a gap, and we didn't know it last time, so we're learning from the past, because when we gained our independence, we didn't know it was only going to last for 1 year.
Yeah.
So we were all like, oh, let's just chill, we can wait 4 years. Now we know that we can't wait, because we don't know how long this peace is going to last, so we have to get on the opportunity now to give back to our community, to make sure that the peace settlements are going the way that it is, to make sure that we have investments in South Sudan, and make sure that we don't go back to war and rivalry. So as the South Sudanese, it just makes us feel empowered to create action.
So if I give you all the money to go and
I
invest,
would
would you
go.
move?
Yeah, I would go to Juba right away. I'd go to Yale, like I'd be out.
Yeah, like
Not that I don't
the
like
Bill
South
Gates
Sudan.
type of money.
Yeah,
What
I
would
really
you do
would.
in South Sudan?
I would focus on infrastructure and education in schools. Right now, a lot of people are paying for their child's education, and it's not even quality education. And because of the war, a lot of people are left being an orphan, so they don't have anybody to turn to for school funds. So just being able to provide free education that's focused on African education, and like making sure that they understand how important it is to be South Sudanese, and the importance of our culture and other African cultures, so that they don't just run away and never think to come back to Africa or South Sudan as a whole. And then just fixing like the roads, some plumbing, and basics.
Wow, you should be the next president of South Sudan.
If I was born there, I would do it, but...
Now, my favorite musician is South Sudanese. His name is Kennedy Loria. You should look him up.
Okay.
Singer Dynamic. He has performed at Madaraka Festival before.
Oh,
But right now we are just about to wind up our conversation, in Diaspora Connect, which is this platform on One Vibe TV. And I want you to look at the camera and just tell people to subscribe to One Vibe TV. Look at that camera.
hello. Subscribe to One Vibe TV. You're missing out if you haven't subscribed already, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Excellent. Now, good people, this is a girl from South Sudan, and she's doing amazing work here in Seattle, and I'm very, very proud of you, and I want you to know that, you make us proud. Keep doing the work that you do.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
I can be a great personality, pop star, movie star, anything